was on the road every day, my whole Iraq career.
War doesn't always end when a soldier returns home. Just ask Graham Thomas.
I had a very good military career in the beginning, and it went downhill after Iraq.
The Army specialist and father of two served his country for 5.5 years. But when he came home from a tour in Iraq, he had invisible scars.
Depression, isolation, anger. I had a couple of suicide attempts, drug abuse.
His mother took him to the VA hospital, desperate for help.
She sent a model kid to the Army, and she got back something completely different, and she did not know how to handle it.
It was at the VA that he learned about Camp Hope, a residential housing program here in Houston for veterans suffering from PTSD.
John, Army, Iraq twice, PTSD.
Chase, Army, PTSD and TBI.
Many of them have developed some very bad habits, bad thinking processes over a number of years.
Sean, Marine Corps, Iraq, PTSD, anxiety, depression, suicide attempts.
The average stay at Camp Hope is about 6 months, but costs a veteran absolutely nothing.
It's a peer-to-peer program that we do here at Camp Hope. So that's one vet who's come through our program, helping the next vet come through.
That's the beauty of Camp Hope. All staff has been through the program. There's not a person here that hasn't been through it or can't relate to what you're going through.
Anthony Muro served 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, but like so many others at Camp Hope, he came back from war feeling lost.
I experienced a disconnect. Post-traumatic stress disorder is being alone. It's not having somebody who can relate or understand to what you're going through because you're stuck in that flight, fight, or freeze mode.
But his unit's counselor told him about Camp Hope.
This place is the stomping grounds for veterans to reconnect and get back to who they are and how they can live a good, functionable, stable life.
Being around other veterans helped him heal.
It's amazing. It's your brothers and sisters.
The program offers group lessons and support sessions with other combat veterans and individual mentoring with certified trauma counselors. There's even help for veterans' families.
We do something that no one else in the country will do. We will take in the spouse and the children if that's what we need to do to help keep that family together and to help that veteran get to a better place.
And it's just a place for the families to come and realize for the first time that they're not alone in this.
Ashley Greer works with the families who come to Camp Hope.
Because a lot of times you can feel alone and that nobody understands what you're going through and what's happening in your house. So whether you're a parent, a spouse, a sibling, you're welcome to come. My husband came through this program, was dealing with PTSD addiction. The tools that we learned here have been fantastic.
For many families, it's a matter of learning why their loved one is suffering from PTSD.
It's not that a veteran says, I want to kill myself. He's coming home from war where he's done some awful things that human beings are not created to do. And they come back and they're supposed to just go back to their job and back to their family like nothing ever happened. And not everyone's brain is able to make that transfer.
But through Camp Hope, lives are being saved at a time when 20 veterans a day are committing suicide.
I'm pretty pissed off at the moment at the VA.
Many times they come here angry with everyone and everything. We're still losing people in Afghanistan. You hear more about a celebrity dying from suicide than you hear about 20 veterans a day, so it's a little frustrating for some of them. So they come quite angry. Over time, you'll finally start to see a little bit of a smile, a little bit of a gleam come back in the eye.
And the transformation is amazing to watch.
They're going on and they're doing very successful in new jobs, new careers, families being reunited for the first time in years. It's a powerful thing to watch.
Both Graham Thomas and Anthony Muro, who have now graduated the program, say it saved their lives.
I am looking to finish my degree. I also have finished my 30-hour counseling for combat trauma. I want to pay it forward. I'm
actually coming back here more than I thought I would be. That's part of what you would call working my program. Actually giving back what I have received here. And that would be volunteering my time to help other vets.
The program has also changed his relationship with his son.
It's a lot better. I actually get him a lot more now that I'm out of Camp Hope, and I'm trying to work on a relationship with my daughter as well.
For hundreds of veterans haunted by the traumatic memories of war, this place is much more than just a place to call home. It's a refuge.
It's not happening anywhere else, which is a little discouraging, but if it's only going to happen in one place, we ought to be very proud it's happening right here in Houston, Texas.